Hey everybody, welcome to the nightly vid. This morning SPY CPI came out and it was bad. A little hotter than they expected, but gap down. We had a 22260 to make low a day. They did it. There was some against the move or against the green before taking out low a day, but that was it. When the bond auction came out, they slammed the lows. Finishing the 60 try where these went outside of that. And then you'll see this. So the news came out here, pokes into the lows. So potentially a crowded short trade. And the new 15 opens, starts coming green back into the 3. So that was a problem. And we tried again to see if we could get them to puke, since the higher time frames are pointing lower at this point. And the way you do that with events and event continuity is this. The news comes out here. They initially sell. Everyone gets short, makes a new low a day. When this fiver starts coming back into this 3, they bought up, they sold down. Now they sold down here. When this fiver goes 2-2, they're back into the 3. So you could go the other way if you're intraday guy. And then up here again. They stop them out. Anyone long in here, everyone's long. Green to red, they start coming back in below event continuity. Now potentially they can take the low again. They just didn't. They're too weak of sellers to do that. Or the buyers are too strong. You can say it either way. And they just chopped around all afternoon. So you'll see there was some broadening formation action here. Towards the end of the day, we kind of just spent the rest of the day just chatting. But that being said, tomorrow the question is, are you a 322 back through previous range above this high a day? Or are you a 2 down again, reconfirming what today did by going 2 down and keeping the week down and trying to take the month down? What we did see change today was Dow Jones. That's a 2 down month. So they do have this doji day here, so it could 2-2 and reclaim that, but for now that's a 2-2 reversal. IWM, also a 2 down month, so simultaneously IWM, Dow Jones, 2-2 down. Did not stay in force much today, but again, here's your doji. So the question is, are we back into the range, or can we reconfirm that? If you go to the Qs, still a good bit stronger than the rest, staying inside a week. So we do not have the Qs doing that with us. And they just stayed inside that morning range all day. So you can see they broadening formation, then stuck inside again, and another broadening formation. So similarly, is that a 322 back up or not tomorrow? If it does, since the SMHs went inside, they would technically be stronger, which tells you you can potentially go for NVIDIA tomorrow off the inside and up, bottom of the try, like so. So you can see they're chopping around all these bars stuck inside these two, and the range gets bigger, like so. So now that's bigger. If this goes inside and up back through that stuff, that would be something we want to know about. And I believe there's a lot of upgrades today on the NVIDIA pre-market as well. What we did pick out as a new rotation item is Walmart. You can see into the close, they're ripping it off of the 30 inside bar and 60 inside bars, which we mentioned. But on the daily, they went hammers to the upside back through previous range. So here's your triangle. And on the week, 2-2 week occurs up there. So they haven't done that yet. But we also can pick out Costco. You got the 3-2 hammer rev strat to the upside above 719 today. Obviously, it grinded a little bit, but that's resolving higher. So can it negate the month and trigger the rev strat week above that? We also have Kroger. You can see today, 2 go 3 on the day. Here's your broadening formation on the daily. So a 3-2 tomorrow would keep that happening 2 go 3 week, or set up the 2-2-2 Randy Jackson for next week. So we can pick that out as far as rotation items go. We don't really see much of the other type of stuff going there. It's mostly the staples. The only other one we have is, I believe, CHD. Yeah, so CHD is another one here. 2-2 day up, hammer, and 2 going 3 week. So it still has good range to try and take these guys out at 105s, 105.52. And outside of that, to the downside, we already talked about most of that stuff. We also saw real estates today, which they're buying to close. So we mentioned we take our profit, but kickers down and they reverse. So 3s on the week in real estates, 2 going 3 and 0. And then AMT was the other one. You can see the 2-2 kicking pattern to take your monthly magnitude at 181.16. Then they're buying to close some of those shorts. So we'll see if the real estates want to keep puking. It's going to be your XLRE sector. And you can see they're taking last month's lows, so that's a problem. You also have VNQ, same exact thing. Regional banks today, You also had a little bit of pukage there. They made the new lows on the day, so you get your daily exhaustion risk, but they did 222 the month. Below 46.59, we'll want to know about that. We're still early in the month, so we're going to look for new setups to form to make that happen. But that would also take the quarter down, but I don't got any setups for you guys for that tomorrow. Outside of that, gold, we had some gap down buys in gold this morning. And this is why noting the broad information phenomenon is important. When you have a 2 up, 2 down, 2 up 15er, the magnitude is this, right? And then you have the Momo hammer confirming that with the 2230 here. The magnitude's this. And then that all works. And you can see they take it out. Here's your try. So once they did that, what we also noticed is silver was already outside. So when this gold did that, we said take some of your profit, right? There's your magnitude for the gap down buy. Did not go 3 on the day, but that's target 1. And then the rev strat 15 again. So that's your country western if you're doing that, but it was just a close. Didn't want to short gold. Because this will set up tomorrow either a 222 or Momo shooter down. But gold, month still looks like that. So it's going to be difficult to reverse. If you go to silver, this is one we also mentioned on the gap down buy this morning. We mentioned the red to green move. We mentioned the 2215. Mentioned the Momo 15 with the 30s. And then you got that up. Notice how it stays up and out of that magnitude here. And that tells you it's going to go 3 on the day because you want it to take previous highs and stay out. It did, and then here, shooter 15 to get out. Also country western if you're doing that. And then they chop around the rest of the day. So there's your 3 there. Gold, 2 down, and green. In the energies, we mentioned this morning, you had the inside 15, 3-1 to try and take the day up, which it did, but then it reversed, so you just get out. And later in the day, we noted a simultaneous break. Notice they sold down, they bought up, they sold down, 2-2 hammer 60, they buy up again. So they're still an inside week. Nothing's changed. That's an inside week consolidation. It is not a reversal. That is retracement. So they rev strat the day today. They're just 2 weeks to get outside of that. We'll see if they come back tomorrow and try to do that. But energies, that's still a buy. We saw Oxy today go inside day and up. Did retrace a lot of that move and then regain it, but that's still a 2-1-2 back up. So you see the inside up here, does nothing, and then they go. So inside up here, these are still inside of that, but that tells you the buyer is still sticking around. You do have an inside week cooking, so we might have a lot of inside bars in the energies if that can stay that way. It is Wednesday, so the fact that they're inside on a Wednesday tells you normally most of those will end up staying inside, but we'll still keep an eye on those. In the materials are 2 week down. So the buying was going on from that 3-2 month and all that stuff. Now it's done for now. We'll see if they come back. You got some triangles in here, but you have to see some daily 60 stuff back up if they're going to do that. And outside of that type of stuff, I don't got too much to add for you, but that new rotation that we see into Walmart, Costco, and KR and CHD, that's something we'll definitely want to know about. And outside of that, again, I don't really got too much, so that's going to be it. I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning, and we'll see. Do we get 2-2s back up, or does the market fall apart?